Alright, welcome to part 3 of the video walkthrough for the last Pikeman. Before we begin, I just want to note that I've noticed that I've been skipping a few things in the game that you would only really notice if you died at certain portions. So I figured, rather than rush through it, we'll take it a little slower. That, and apparently I'm familiar enough with the game that I can get through decently well, even if I end up getting stuck at some part that turns to be difficult. I can probably get past it at some point. So with that in mind, let's continue. So here is the Mario-themed portion of the path. This Goomba blows up if you try to jump on it. So just try to fight your instincts there. Here we have just a section of fireballs going up and down. And you can, you can jump in between them just so long as you can jump in the portions in between these platforms just so long as you land on the platforms before you fall in the lava. So you should be able to navigate this decently well. Here's a safe spot. As you can see, the rest of those platforms, the fireballs go through them, so you have to just sort of weave through. Here's a spike trap, of course. The music playing in the background is Super Mario Brothers, the theme from the castle, sort of redone. Previous themes that we've gone through for the first half of the first path before Jetpack McFuture was Ninja Gaiden. Jetpack McFuture himself was Mega Man. There's Mario. Jump above him, he throws a little fireball. That's not too bad. The music after that I think was also from Ninja Gaiden, I don't recall correctly. And I think there's, yeah, there it is. So right here, if you take one more bit of a step, you'll fall into the ground. And there's no real indication of that, so that's one of the few out of the blue traps left in the game. So just jump over it, and then jump down here. If you go to the right, a bunch of bullet bills to show up, and you can't jump over that unless you, whoops. You can't jump over that unless you find the hidden block right there, and you have to be kind of quick about it. So that's fine. No other tricks or anything there. And then of course we come to this section, where there's Bowser, and he shoots fire. You can't get past him unless you hit the fire with your pike. Hits him, he disintegrates, and yeah, there we go. I thought that spike might have been rigged to fall, but I guess that's good. Oh, alright, so we made it to Chain Dynamo, the second boss, and we got some boss music from Chrono Trigger going on. So let me briefly describe the algorithm, because it's a little more involved than I guess with Jetpack McFuture. He's invisible, and every time he hits one of the edges of the room, he heads in the direction that you were last. He does that for a while, and then he shoots this red thing at you. You want to make that intersect with him, and that damages him. And then every time you hit him, he goes a little faster, so you have to be sure to turn corners a lot more and avoid getting hit by his chains. The chains disappear after a fixed length of time, and there he is again. Okay, and then second and third iterations, he shoots these little blue bouncing chains, and you just avoid those as best as you can. Usually you can duck under them, or you get lucky, like I just did. And then we hit him with the chain, and you're gonna wanna watch out for this third iteration, because this is, harder than the first two. Oh, okay, and then here you have to watch out, because he shoots spikes. You just have to make sure you're in this corner. Whoops. Okay, so I guess all in all, he's not that bad of a boss. It's just that you have to make sure you are always on your toes and you don't sort of slough off. Otherwise, you'd end up dying, like I did before. I should also mention you can jump through him when he's visible, just because it's much easier to hit him with the red chain since it follows you pretty much step by step. Otherwise it'd be super hard to hit them. And there we've got the bouncing chains, and you just gotta sort of keep track of the ones that are in your danger zone, you know, immediate vicinity, and then go from there. And you do want to hit him with that chain as soon as you can. There's a time limit to the amount of time he stands there. And then the red chain will disappear, and you have to go through this course again. And you just stand in the corner. I don't know if you can stand in the corner the whole time. I guess you can and not get hit by the blue tracks, but you will want to get out of them just so that you aren't pinned down and you can hit them with this red chain here. So this should be the last time. There we go. And then there's another sort of last gasp attack there, similar to Jetpack McFuture, and actually that wasn't too bad. So celebrate with some music, and we got the second item. Alright, so now we're back at the crossroads. We finished the right path. If for some reason you end up going on the right path by accident, I believe you can hit M, or there's some key that's laid out in the instructions that warps you directly to the crossroads again, which you don't really want to do if you're part way through, like if you beat Jetpack McFuture and then you're heading to fight Chain Dynamo, because then you'd have to go through the right path again. And you would skip over Jetpack McFuture's room, so you don't have to fight him again, of course. But there's added obstacles, of course, so let's just go left. Okay, so here it's very similar to the first path, just aesthetically. We're playing music from Cave Story. Whoops. Okay, so I might as well go over again the mechanic to getting past these spikes. So you edge forward, whoops. Let's try that again. You edge forward ever so slightly, and then as soon as you see movement, you hit left and go to right as far as you need to go to have the clearance for the spike to go past you. Sometimes you want to throw a little jump into it, especially here, since if I went too far right, I would fall off and die. Spike trap, and then jump down here. Here it's kind of an annoying portion of the level. What you want to do is go as close to the edge as you can, jump and go right, and then immediately hook left. Okay. Now if you go up here, giant rocket kills you. The correct solution is to go to the left here through the secret passage. If you jump, the last Pikeman has a fixed height jump, by which I mean no matter how long or how short you hold the jump button, you go to the same height. So there's no way to do like a little short jump. If you jump off there and you don't hit your head on this, you'll end up hitting the rocket again. So it's best to just fall and then jump and jump. That thing was an angel. We'll cover those later. They show up more later on. Spike trap. Oh, okay, this room is kind of annoying. There's a bomb up there that's shooting out particles, and they don't get destroyed, so what happens is the room slowly slows down just because it's got all these things it's trying to render. So what you want to do is make all these invisible blocks appear. I'll just let you see them for a bit there. And then, actually this computer, it's, okay, there you can see the slowdown a bit. And then here there's an invisible wall. You go through. I guess it's a fake wall, not an invisible wall. I've been saying the wrong wall, but well. Spike trap, and then you got another spike trap, then you got another spike trap. See, that one's harder because you can't flip to the right all too well, so you have to do sort of a jumping trigger. You want to hit this button here, and the reason is, whoops, well, I'll show you, actually. I'll show you what happens when you don't hit the button and you fall down here. Yeah, you hit that laser beam, so you want to trigger this, trigger that, trigger that, and then trigger that again, trigger that, and then you fall down here, jump off that moving platform, trigger, there's a spike that falls. I could have sworn there's a spike that falls. I guess there isn't. Okay. And let's keep going. We've got no real definable limits. I jumped the shark there. Those are supposed to be sharks, abstract representations of sharks. I thought, you know, it would look cool. And, you know, it's basic, but it works. There's a secret block there. Jump, jump. How the shark algorithm works is the longer you're in the water, the faster they go. They change speed when they hit the walls. So as long as you're out of there, before it hits the wall, it won't speed up. There's a spike trap, another spike trap, a third, whoop, so go up here, and there we go, spike trap, okay, spike trap. And now here what you want to do is jump up here, and then jump. Whoops, no, that was not the correct way to do it. It's somewhat complicated by the fact that you can't do small jumps, like I said. So you're sort of stuck trying to gauge the height at which you're supposed to jump. Dang. So it's a little before then, because eventually the platform will catch up to you and just push you into the spikes up there. There's a few traps like that you gotta watch out for. Whoops. It seems like I'm having some trouble with this level. On the whole, I think the... Whoops. I think that the second path is a lot harder than the first path. Just in general, and also because the boss fights in the second path are a lot more... well, I enjoy them more, but they're also accordingly harder. So, take it for what you will. Dang. So I think I'll get it eventually. If I don't get it within the next couple minutes, then I'll just call it good for this video. Alright, and then jump, and jump. Nope, that was too late. So I think I've been going too late all these times. I meant to go earlier. I think that if you go too early, you won't make the clearance, and you'll end up slowing down and hitting the platform anyway. So we'll try it. What, here? Yeah. Well, I hit the flag, so good enough. So that works. And then you just jump down here, jump up here, try not to get hit by that shark. Whoops, I jumped right into that shark, in fact. So let's try that. No, I got too impatient. Wait for that shark, jump, jump, and then you just jump up here. That's easy enough. And then we have this room. And actually I'll explain this room next time, since it's as good a point as any to stop. So yeah, I'll record a video and I'll see you next time.